What's up everybody? In this video we're talking about one of the most important concepts in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, leverage. I'm going to explain to you what leverage really is in a very simple, basic way. I'm going to show you how to submit more people using the concept of leverage. I'm going to show you how to control people better using leverage. And I'm going to show you how to defend yourself using leverage. Hope you enjoy. Of course, the first concept we're going to start with is leverage. For a lot of instructors, leverage is actually the only concept. They just, whatever physical thing they see in Jiu Jitsu, they call it leverage. Today we're going to go into that topic. I'm not going to give you a very deep physical explanation of what leverage actually is. I'm just going to use some very simple metaphors and I'm going to give you some very simple examples of how to apply that into your Jiu Jitsu game. So what is leverage? The way I explain leverage to my students is by taking them to the door. So if I see a student make a mistake with regards to leverage, they have to come with me, I take them to the door and I explain the concept. And most of my students have already been to the door and now they understand the concept of leverage. So in this case I'll take you guys to the window, so come with me and I'll explain it to you. So let's close the window. Alright. Let's say I want to close this window. I asked the student, where do I push? Do I push here or do I push here, closer to the hinge? Everybody's gonna say you push far away from the hinge because there it takes a lot less effort. If I would try to do the same here, it takes a lot more effort. Okay, same with this thing. If I try to push it down, I don't push down here. Here I can do it, but I go as far away from the hinge as possible and then I can do it. Okay, that's the basic idea. So the further away you go from the fulcrum, or the hinge in this case, the more powerful your move is going to be, the less power you need to create movement. And in Jiu Jitsu, I think the best way to explain this concept is by looking at a straight armbar. So let's say Sarah's lying down. Ja, dus dan mag je benen laag houden. Uitgestrekt, juist. Okay, if we're going for an armbar, very common mistake I see is that people hold on to the forearm. We're going to break the elbow, we're going to go as far as we can away from that lever. So we're going to grab right at the wrist and I use two hands to go there. From here, I get a very strong break. Okay, if I'd be here, it would cost me a lot more power. If Sarah makes a strong bicep curl, it's going to be hard for me to bring her arm hamstring. But if I go to the wrist, now I can actually do it. Okay, same thing with the Americana, for example. If we're gonna go for an Americana, this is where you see a lot of mistakes with beginners. You don't want to be on the lower part of the forearm. The higher you go towards the wrist, the more leverage you have and the less power you need to finish. Okay, so we're always going to go as far away from the joint as we can while still having control over that joint. So if I would go to her fingers, now I don't have control anymore. Now Sarah can easily escape. Okay. Kimura, same thing. So with the Kimura, we're here, Sarah's on her side. There we go. I go again at the end of the lever, and here as well, I go all the way to the elbow. Don't go here near the armpit. Elbow, wrist, that's where I can get a very strong finish without wasting a lot of energy that I would be wasting here. So that's what it looks like in submissions. So you want to go as far on the lever as possible without losing control. So if we just grab the fingers, now there's a lot of extra slack that you don't want. Concept of leverage comes back in a lot of different positions. So not just with submissions, with control as well. If I would get a collar tie on Sarah, let's do it from standing. If I get a collar tie on her, if I go here, Sarah starts making good posture, I don't really have the power to break it. But if I make the collar tie all the way on top of the head, at the end of the lever of her spine, right? Now it's very easy to break her posture. If I go here, look up Sarah, she can do it. If I go here, look up Sarah, impossible. Okay, so also for control, not just for submissions, also for control. And also for defense. Let's say Sarah's on my back. And she goes for a rear naked choke. Just have to make sure the mic stays working. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. No, that's crushing the mic. I'll do it again. if I go for a rear naked choke on Sarah, and she tries to reach for my hand, now she can pull my hand down. Ja, maakt niet uit met welke kant. En dan pak je met duim. Juist daar. Now she can pull my hand down. She's very strong there. But if she would make the common mistake of just grabbing my wrist, now I can still finish her in this position. If she goes to my hand, however, now she can pull it down. Okay? So those are a few examples of leverage. The further away you go from the hinge or the fulcrum, the less power you need. So in Jiu Jitsu, our goal is always to work with as little power as possible. We want to be efficient. Our big marketing slogan is that we want to that we as smaller people can be bigger people. That's how people sell Jiu Jitsu, and we can only do that by use of these concepts like leverage. If Sarah's going to arm wrestle with me, there's a big chance I'll win. I just have a little bit more muscle. I'm a little bit heavier. But if Sarah can use the correct leverage, like going to the end of the lever here, then she can pull my arm down. If she would go here, she's not going to be able to do that. So you want to be as efficient as possible. The better use of leverage you make, the less power you need, and the bigger opponents you can beat. And if you're fighting somebody your same size, you're going to waste less energy and you're going to be more efficient as well. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment about the next concepts you would like to see in the series, and I hope to see you guys next time.